camp. So there were these tiny cabins that were my playhouse. There were like 10 of them.
Yeah.
Pitchwood Island
On
Lake
Pitchwood Island
Winnipesaukee,
in Lake Winnipesaukee.
Lake
Winnipesaukee.
Winnipesaukee.
And
It's an
Pitchwood
older
Island
name.
was
That's
beside.
cool.
So that my whole experience, and then after college, I found a house about probably smaller than this, and I lived there one winter in Colorado with a path and a wood stove. So I already was totally, and of course in the 10th grade I read Walden, and
Isn't
that
that
changed
cool?
everything.
Wow.
It's like, of course.
So that made a big impact on your
Oh,
life.
yeah.
The island, the cottages, Colorado, the
And
book,
of course,
and
everything in New Hampshire is little tiny houses. You know, that's how people managed to eat, was to have tourists come up in the summer and stay in
rent the
their
little
they
cottages
call them
out.
housekeeping cabins or housekeeping cottages.
Isn't that cool?
So it's just this whole beautiful story, and I'm so thrilled that you're right here in Newport.
Yeah.
Because it's like, of course you would be here because we both love the
that's where
same
we are.
thing.
Ah, that's cool. That's cool.
But I do have to figure out where they're going to put a suitcase. I thought you will understand.
Oh, we'll figure it out.
where-
Yeah.
Where to do.
And you collected foam panels, you said.
He collected
Those
them.
kind of right there.
Those
Yeah,
kind exactly right there. I work
exactly
for
the same thing. And he
wholesale
collected
building
them
products in
every
Nashville.
single weekend.
Really?
We bought this-
We produce
we had
Anderson
bought this
windows in those
land
doors.
up
and
Yep.
We
Kentucky.
cut them out
And there
right
was
there
a
in the
big
shop, and
barn,
every
and he
weekend
filled
I'd
the
have
whole
about
barn with them because we were going to build a
20,
house with
30
them someday.
little
Golly.
panels. So I said, I can't let those go to waste. So
Yeah,
I take
right.
I take them back to our farm in
That's
Kentucky
too
and
strange.
throw
I
them in
know.
the barn up there.
Right.
Because
Then
we're
my
so
barn burned down.
familiar
You
with
collected
them.
them.
We didn't have any worries about it. We were already familiar with them. I don't know how many of I moved. And of course, he didn't even feel bad when they all burned down.
What
and I
are
felt
the
bad because we lost the
chances?
barn.
That's so
But,
ironic.
Yeah.
Isn't that
Wow.
something?
It's
Not
very
ironic,
cool.
it's serendipitous.
Yeah.
Serendipitous.
And the
I
guy
don't
that
say
was
things I can't spell.
the guy that was here last night got married. I think he got married here. You know, he stayed here a few times.
Uh-huh.
He helped with my daughter's wedding, and he's British. He's just, and
Oh, Randy, they're
I've
not
never
able to
had
hear
a. I hope he sent this because I
She's
want.
talking real soft.
Okay.
I want to show you this. Oh, are you microphoning all
You got
this?
to, yeah.
All
It's
right.
all right. You're
Well,
good.
I want to show you what Tim did because this morning, of course, it was crazy, and my horse got caught in the thicket back here because he was scared because they were delivering things, and he sent up his little airplane, the drone,
Yep.
and he got pictures of the whole setting.
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
And he zoned in with the whole house. And he's a professional, amazing photographer.
Yeah.
So he's going to make me a little video.
Oh,
That's the labyrinth, the grass labyrinth right
Yeah,
there.
but you don't. And I tried to see the movie
That's
Tifton
cool.
sent me, but I just wanted you to see the picture but I don't know. He may not have sent it yet. I'll send it to you.
yeah.
But it's
Of the drone
of
shot.
the drone shot with the labyrinth
Oh, man.
because it is gorgeous.
What do you call it? Labyrinth?
Labyrinth.
It's a bunch of
Labyrinth.
circles, and it's the
Labyrinth.
most beautiful.
Is that leaving the grass grow wild?
No,
Is that the
no,
labyrinth?
It's a
Let me show you.
circle
Just
that goes around and around and around and around, and it gets to the center, and then there's a meditation spot in the center of it.
Is that what the aliens used to leave?
No, those are crop circles.
Circles.
I guess maybe it's probably very similar. I guess in
Right.
form and function.
A labyrinth. So you have a labyrinth out here in the grass. Hang on here. Let me get
Randy,
you
this
talking,
is what I
man.
do with my grass.
You got to make a
I
labyrinth,
make
Amanda.
paths in my grass in my field. I didn't know it was called anything.
it's too long.
It's a labyrinth,
It takes too long to walk it right now.
right?
But from the air, I've been wanting to see it
Oh,
from the air.
yeah.
It is gorgeous. and
Oh,
when we
my.
first built it, it was all flowers when I first mowed it. All these flowers were
And I
everywhere.
like her.
That,
Hopefully they'll recede.
so this keeps going around and around and around
it's
and around.
almost a mile.
Inside
in and
here.
out,
She
in
said
and
it's
out.
almost a mile around here.
0.89. I had a guest who
In and then back is a mile.
measured it.
Oh,
she
oh,
cheated. She
oh.
crossed.
What?
You've broken every sacred rule there is. By
Mandy, you
stepping
cut
over
across.
a labyrinth wall.
You better back it up.
It's all right. She's trying to get a picture. But wait till you see this superimposed from the air. Because
Oh, I bet
Tim
it's beautiful.
sent the thing up. I said, I cannot believe I got that as a bonus after his visit. But he zoomed in on it, flew over it, so you get the whole thing. He
Oh, that's
flew up to the
cool.
mountains with it, and it was beautiful.
Is that LeConte?
That is Mount Camera. It's the
Oh, that's
second-
Cameron.
one of the biggest mountains in the national. 2 a.m. and made
Yep,
it for
Bryce went up there.
sunrise.
Yeah.
That's an amazing mountain.
It's over 6,000 feet, isn't it?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's about
You said
64.
Cameron?
Camera with a C. It was named after.
Cameron.
It's White Rock is what the natives called it because
Oh,
there's so
okay.
much. There's a huge white rock up there, I guess, and they used a lot of that rock to build the fire tower. But it's really beautiful. I think there's a mock-up of it in Gatlinburg at one of the restaurants on the strip.
Ooh,
Mock-up of
yeah.
the rock?
Oh, no, of the fire,
Fire tower.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So
Wow.
it's one of the history lessons.
Well, you
in
broke the
park.
Cameron. I mean, the, what do you call it?
I know.
Ambrose.
I sure did.
Anyway, so this is the
Awesome. Look at the cottage over there, Amanda.
I know.
Wow, that's fitting right in, isn't it?
yeah, we're getting it that way. Tipton's got a load of dirt ordered.
Yeah.
A trip on all the roots and
To me, the only thing that doesn't set right yet is because it feels
Clustering.
too high.
Yes.
It's like perched up.
Right, right,
So
right.
when I bring in the fill dirt and skirt it, I think it'll pull it down. Into
And
the
we're going to
ground.
drop it about 4 inches for you anyway.
Yeah.
You know, we'll take them 4x4s out from under it and take care of all that. Oh, move over. She's doing it.
But I'm just saying, get close. Just stay closer.
Got
you
it.
know, if they're gonna talk, you gotta stay
Oh,
closer.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's go look
Well,
at it.
yeah,
Yeah,
let's-
before it gets too dark. What'd you call this circle again?
Labyrinth.
Labyrinth.
And I wanted to make it
Right,
when
labyrinth.
I started researching labyrinths and I realized, well, I can't do some fancy maze. All like with the lawnmower, I'm just going to be able to make circles. And I started doing all this cool research about labyrinths. They come in every shape. They go way back in history.
What are they for?
Prehistory. They've been used for many things, but a lot of time it's just meditation. Just go for a walk and come on back.
And go in them circles.
And
Yeah.
people come back. And they do it for church. I have had church people say, oh, we just built one at our church.
Well, I'll be darned.
And so I know we had one at our church. They built it temporarily. And people did it for prayer. I did it for prayer for the world. That's my prayer.
Yeah.
That's my prayer for the world right there.
I'll be darned. That's cool.
Now, do you want to say where this is, or do you rent these out, or what do you want to say? We don't want to tell your location unless you don't want it.
This is in Cosby, Tennessee, and this is Creek Walk Inn and Cabins. This is our first
Creek
Creek Walk, WALKINN and cabins.com.
Okay.
And we've been in business here for 25 years.
That's awesome.
And we started on the campus of the Log Home Guide magazine with 8 unfinished buildings. And we haven't managed to finish all 8 yet. We've done 5, and we're hoping to finish the other 3 this winter, I hope.
Well, I'll be darned.
And now we have another one.
Yeah.
So our guests enjoy the fact that everything's unique and rustic, and yet we deliver breakfast. I'm a pretty good chef. So
Yeah.
this morning we had some great food, and it's just kickback, you know?
Yeah.
And it's perfect for COVID times because we've got isolation,
Mm-hmm.
but we also have community.
Wow.
So it's
What'd you
pretty
cook for
neat.
breakfast?
Well, this morning I made cheese grits with smoked Gouda cheese, and I made a egg casserole with actually sharp cheddar. I did 3 cheeses, and I did avocado toast with lemon squeezed over it, and peppers, you know, not like the pepper flakes,
Wow.
and it was pretty nice. So.
Yum.
And I
Oh,
put some goat cheese on top of that. So.
Man.
love goat cheese.
And then we had a half pear with some lemon zest on
Ooh,
that, so
I
it was pretty.
Now that's included
them
in the
up.
night stay?
Yes.
So
yes,
what
it's
will
a
that
gourmet
rent out
breakfast.
for?
Well, we got $209 last night,
209.
and that's included.
Awesome.
You know, includes a beautiful breakfast.
Beautiful
This
breakfast
is
included.
October,
Yeah.
So this is
Oh,
that's
October's
great
a
Plus,
peak.
we had a campfire, and
Beautiful.
we gave them some wine.
That's
you know.
good. Wine, campfire, breakfast. And this is our peak season. Like the leaves are
Yes.
turning up on
Yeah,
Cameron,
it's
you know?
amazing. It's amazing. So we'll see. We've not had a. We're hoping to put a hot tub back here in the woods.
Right? And put a hot tub.
And we've got the electrician ran a wire.
Right.
And a pipe, so I don't know where it is.
I can't keep up with her.
I know.
We'll make a privacy alert for it.
She's talking and I can't keep up with it.
So whatever. Anyway,
Oh, it looks good here.
Things, does it?
well, I'm a movable person.
She's a movable person. I'm gonna just talk for her. You ready to go in?
Yep, I'm ready.
Tifton has to put a dimmer switch on this. I guess it'd be just a regular dimmer switch.
You good?
Yeah.
I know it's.
I wasn't paying attention to my.
So what do you
Oh
think,
my
Randy?
gosh, how cute! Let me
Let me
get
light a
back
candle
here.
here.
Oh wow.
Do you like it?
Man, tell me this didn't turn out
Oh, how
awesome.
cute.
Isn't it
Wow.
wonderful? And
Oh my goodness.
I even had some loose tea for my British guest.
Right?
He's such an amazing guy.
That's
I
cool.
don't know if he wants me to give his name, but he and his wife Stacy were here,
Oh.
and she has a lot of stress because she's in the health industry.
Yes.
And yeah, just go ahead and look around.
Oh my gosh,
Okay.
how
I've got a-
cute.
Varnish a lot of things, and I found this that almost fits the shelf, maybe another inch, but it's
Perfect.
the feet fit, and that's the
No,
important
that's what
part.
that's what's supposed to
Even
do.
we're able to put stuff up there.
Yeah, and I've got wine
Oh.
glasses up there. He's got to fix them so they
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
come off.
Yep,
then
and
I
that's
have
where the
this
water heater is. Yeah.
horsey thing to hang their stuff.
She added this to her barn door.
Yeah, that's great.
And this table I've got to switch out because
You see their table?
you can't actually tuck your legs under there, but I got another one similar.
Oh,
over
it's so
there.
cute.
So.
And we changed that fixture to a moose one.
Oh, that's great.
And I've got another fixture for the bathroom that he hasn't put up
Nice.
that's really
Yeah.
cool. It looks like something out of Star Wars. It's very cool.
Oh, it looks great.
And I had to add another 3 inches to the mattress because I want to get it up, but not up very far
Yeah.
because they said it was a little firm. So now it has 6 inches of memory
oh, I
foam.
love there's that much
on
There
room.
top
you
of
go.
the,
This is
Oh.
cozy, man.
Oh my gosh. That is great. Hey Randy, if you'll move like right here so I can
I will move right here.
But I
Oh
remember
my
Randy when
God.
we came in here and I
How
says, I gotta
pretty.
have a door here and I gotta have a real range. So it feels like home. Isn't
It does.
It's amazing.
And I put it there for you.
You did
Oh
a
my
perfect job. And you
gosh.
added that window for me.
Yes, sure
And
did.
you added this window for
Yep.
me.
That is great.
You sure
You
did.
did all the things I asked for and I really appreciate it.
Yeah, when you took my first, experimental home.
The
So
very-
I,
Love it.
First
I even
one.
think a kid could sleep up there if they could manage to get up there.
yeah, and later,
Honestly, that's the
this can
truth.
be later on if you do another one. We can always make these bigger
Well,
or
I don't
whatever
want-
you need.
I don't really want that. I love.
I do
have to
too.
feel.
Your openness
I
is
do
awesome.
too.
I don't
I
like a
love this.
Nope.
No.
I like seeing that right there. That
Isn't
is
that great?
beautiful,
It's
man.
beautiful, and he did such a good job on this door.
Yeah.
Because I told him,
yeah.
please blend in the barnwood with the door, and he
Yeah.
did. And look in the bathroom, the shower, the
Oh yeah, Amanda.
and then of course this screen door.
Did you do the shower curtain rod and all that?
Tifton did.
Yeah.
That is great.
So-
and you have 2 doors.
Oh, of course.
I love 2 doors.
I have to have 2 doors.
Me too. I love 2 doors.
I told him that small is not a problem if you have enough.
Look,
Oh yes.
he put a stick up there. Isn't
I
that
know
cool?
exactly.
Aw.
That's great.
We got water written on your ceiling.
Well,
That's cool. Aw.
Somebody just asked who asked
I'll
Mich.
have to sand it off before I varnish it.
Ah.
I get to varnish it before it gets all stained.
This is neat.
Oh
Perfect.
my! It looks great. Does the house have a name they want to know?
Well, I am debating. It's had like 10 names so far.
Has
See,
it?
I found a whole bunch of turkey tail mushrooms, and we have a lot of turkeys here at the farm.
Oh,
But I'm not sure if turkey tail is a good name for a honeymoon
Yeah.
roost. It might be
I
a
know.
little
It's
weird.
very cute,
and
though.
then there's Astrea was the name of the goddess who supposedly she was grieving because people were behaving so badly on planet Earth, and she left the Earth, but she was grieving because there were not enough stars in the galaxy. So everywhere a tear fell, an aster flower grew, and I had 20 acres of asters when we made this
Well.
Oh my gosh.
circles, and so the aster, but that doesn't sound very good either. So we're still debating. There's a
Maria
$25
said to call it Labyrinth. Is it? How do you say it? Labyrinth.
labyrinth. Yeah.
Labyrinth. Yeah.
And believe me, I still have to question if I'm spelling it right. But yeah, and it was great because when Stacy was here, I always put a diffuser with essential
Yes.
oils, and she says, "Oh, I have one just like it in my house." I'm so grateful because she's you know, she's a respiratory therapist, so she has to
Oh yeah.
deal with stuff all the time. And she says,
Yes.
I live with essential oils.
Mm-hmm.
So she was very happy about that.
Wow. I mean, you've just moved right in. It looks like it's functional.
Yeah, I've got stuff in the drawers
Yeah.
already, and nice knives and
Nice.
things. And I've got
Very nice.
some cute bowls. I'm not sure if I'm gonna take the cardboard out because it'll keep it from rattling if we are traveling. I've got music. Once we get this hooked up, Tifton has to figure that out because I'm terrible about anything electronic. I don't
Wow. So you're going to travel with this thing.
do. And
Soon,
well, I would
too.
like to. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know where we would go when we go down there because we're not welcome in her yard. So
Right.
that would be a challenge. But and of course, this is what we meant to build.
Right.
But that will be next on the river. We've
There you
got the
go.
oldest cabin in Cott County that we want to finish this winter. So I'm hoping some of your brilliant carpenters will come help us
Oh yeah.
because
There
you've
you
got some
go.
good ones. You've got
Isn't
some,
it cool?
you've got
Oh,
a great
love
company.
this.
Yeah.
Isn't the red just the perfect accent with the
Oh,
green?
Yep.
So cute.
Oh,
Moss
yeah.
green and
Yep. The
So
green,
the-
the white, the red, the
was-
wood, the. Oh man.
And with all the trim, you're gonna stain the trim.
I've got more kitchen space here than I have in I've had in a big kitchen because it has the drawer and it's got this space down here. So of course I've got all my stuff,
That's
all my
great.
work I got to do
Yep.
yet.
You got the panel box
I mean,
in
you've
the
got
cabinet.
plenty. I mean, for a tiny house, that's a lot of room.
Yeah, well this was
Perfect.
Randy figured this kitchen out.
Oh, it looks
Cool.
great.
Yeah, and you got your plugs, you got your switches, all the plumbing, the wiring, everything's up inside the house. Nothing's underneath the floor.
One of the things that Tifton wants to show you is something underneath about plumbing that he would really like if you can correct it if you are going to move.
Sure,
stuff
yeah, yeah.
underneath.
No problem.
But you know this bed, because you know what I want here, but I don't want it too high,
Right.
and it's been.
L-shaped
I'll tell
looking.
you, it's Dickens to try to make that bed on the floor, but it's like a yoga class.
Yeah,
It's
there
Yeah.
you go. Yeah.
like downward dog 100 times, and you still can't tuck
Oh,
it in.
plenty of room though. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Let me go back this way.
Yep.
So it is home.
It
It's-
is
We're
home.
gonna. I'm just gonna put shades up. I think for the windows. I don't want to cover anything more than I have
Yeah.
to. Just a room darkening shade.
I like how the eave comes down over
Isn't
the window
that
a little
pretty?
bit.
The
Everything,
wood is
yeah.
just
You know
great.
what? You know what you did is you allowed me some freedom to go.
You did.
and-
Yeah, you just had it in your mind, and then I had it in my mind, and you said you could do it, and we're co-creators of this thing. But you were 99%. I just get to enjoy it.
Aw.
Funny. I love that.
Thank you.
And that's still co-creating. Though.
Right, I
That's
got my
right.
1% in.
Oh, that's fine. As long as you sign that check, I'm good. You know
I'll
what?
sign the check. No problem.
And it was a fast transaction too. It was very quick.
Well,
Yep.
yeah, we missed a week of income, which was hard for us.
Right.
But really only 4 days of income.
Yeah.
Because somebody's checking in. We got somebody coming in.
Ah, well, you know what? This hopefully will be a good money maker
It
for you.
will.
You'll get it in the
I
end.
hope so.
Yeah. I mean, this is adorable, and from people that we know that's got tiny homes, they're doing really well. You know, overnight stays.
Because so many people's not stayed in a tiny home and they are so curious and want to so bad.
Yeah. And
They
it's
really do.
just, it fits me. I mean, I'm a backpacker by
Yeah.
nature. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
for me, I'd hang my backpack there, and that's all I would need. But
Exactly.
we've got to figure out where people can put their suitcases.
Yeah,
Which
exactly.
I don't know yet. We were laughing about if we could make an under the bed thing to put a suitcase. And you see, there's a under the 6-inch mattress is this queen size split.
Okay, so
box
your
spring.
mattress is right on the floor.
Not the mattress. There's a queen size box spring
Okay.
that folds, so I could shove all this up
Okay.
and make a bed. But I mean, I could make a couch, but it would be so much work, and the guests would come in and they'd have work to do before they could go to sleep. So that's not going to happen. The only way would be if we could figure out how to make it easy, and I think we can. So
I mean, best place, of course, underneath the bed, your luggage, you know,
yeah,
to build a platform.
right. I was thinking about one of those like, well, it might. You know how when you go camping in the backpacking in the park,
Mm-hmm.
and how you hoist up your stuff
Yeah,
so the bears don't get it.
right.
I'm trying to figure out how to make a hoist in here where you could raise and lower your stuff and not get creamed
Oh,
by
I
it.
got you. Right.
That might be, and then where we could put a shelf. I know there's room for a shelf in the bathroom, and I have a much prettier bathroom fixture I got,
Right.
and it's all gonna, it's just, if we can get this deck so it's movable,
Right.
because there's no sense building in here, because then it's not going to work for
Randy,
travel.
will you tell about the deck? Where's it going to be and how big?
Now you
is
want
it?
the deck on the side or the end?
This end.
On the end.
The
Good.
side
That's
doesn't matter.
good,
The
that's what I was gonna
side,
say.
we can just so we have some steps.
yeah. We'll build a
down.
deck and fold it up.
But I do
Fold
need
up deck.
the screen door here and the storage for the gas bottle.
Yeah.
Or 2 or 3 things, not much.
Yeah.
To just, and I don't know if he got the gas.
And this is a
going.
little bitty door. It's a 2-foot door or so.
It is. It's so cute. I love it.
Yep. What I had to do with this door, I had to take it apart.
You said it was.
So I
gonna be
took the whole
hard.
top off. I cut the door. I had to put it back together and grind it and nail it and glue it and then set it. So
Well, Tom and I talked about how to make the screen door. That's why I was so surprised he didn't do it. Is to have a stationary piece right here of screen, and then
Okay.
have the part that screen door that opens be below that. So there would just be like a transom over the screen door.
yeah.
And then it'll be, because without having a screen door, I've already got a whole bunch of flies in here, and not that that's a big deal.
Yeah, it's hard to do with that overhang like that, but we
Well,
can make it shorter.
with the transom, and that would fit tight and be stationary, and then the door will open, and if you're tall, you're gonna have to duck.
Yeah. That's right.
Oh my gosh, everything looks so great.
Well, we sure had fun getting
Let's
it
look on
ready.
the other side
Yeah.
over there.
Well, she's got flower boxes all outside
Yeah.
too, you know.
Yeah, I didn't have time to put the flowers in, but I thought, right now, while the steps are so treacherous, I would try to get a visual on the steps by
Yeah.
having something there, so they realize they're not even.
Right. Right. Yeah, we can put a fold down deck
How
right there.
cute it looks.
Wow,
Looks so
man.
cute. And then the deck
And I
out
changed
here.
the outside fixture too to be a dark sky one.
Yeah.
Because we try to
Beautiful.
have everything be dark here at night so people can see the
So
stars.
great.
So I love the fixture you put in there. I could probably use it inside. I thought about that for the bathroom. But the other thing, if I order another one from you, I want all dimmer switches on all my lights.
All dimmers. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's
so I
nice
can
to have.
Set the mood. I got to remember to blow those candles.
You can
out.
put, you can exchange them out, put a dimmer in all them.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
that'd be great.
That's so cute. And you're thinking
Wow.
about putting a hot tub.
Yeah, the hot tub will be over
Mention
here.
that, Randy.
Yeah, she's going to show you where the hot tub goes.
It's going to be back here in the thicket, and I don't know. They ran a line to it, but I don't see.
Were they, the guests that stayed, were they familiar with tiny homes at all?
No, but he was so excited about it. I said you won't have shades, and I kept telling him what it was going to be missing,
Yeah.
and he's that's so great. I don't care. It's wonderful. He's just the sweetest person.
Oh, that's awesome.
So he was real excited about it. They went hiking. They hiked Henwalla Falls, which is a beautiful hike right here in Cosby.
Yep.
And then they came back and had dinner at Carver's Orchard, which
Yep.
is a nice theme for guests. And then
Yeah.
we had wine and campfire, and they went to bed. They said they slept great once they got all the pillows arranged.
Yeah. Aw, man.
But somewhere here there is a stub out for electric.
Yeah, for your hot tub.
I don't know. They
Right.
buried it good.
Oh, that's all right. You see how we did the heating and air up there, Amanda?
I did see that. I was like, that looks nice. It's sitting on a shelf.
Yeah, and that's why I told my because I had to leave for organize, says build a platform, but then hang it on the eave,
I love
and
that.
so it's great when you want to
And
travel.
I thought you were going to make me a place to hide this bottle up here. I thought that was part of it, but whatever. I
Yeah.
knew
We'll
That
figure
would-
it out.
That would be great.
Yep. Well, we're gonna lower it, so I'll unbolt it. I'll lower it down, take them 4x4 skids out, because we had to get it out, set it down, bolt it down, get all that set up, and then build your flip-up deck, and yeah, we'll come up with something there.
Super.
Yeah,
Okay.
that won't be hard. I'll cut it and use something
Well, I
kind
know
of cool, you
everything
know.
we have is rented next weekend, so if you could get that done before Thursday,
Okay.
that would be
Yeah.
awesome.
We'll come out here and
But I don't care the height of it because it won't matter for the flip-up deck.
right,
We
right.
can put a rock under it. I don't care if you do that part or the bottle part, but to get the back deck,
Yeah, the deck,
and then maybe we can use this
screen door.
and the screen door would be great.
Yeah, we may
They're
have to
just
build that
those-
screen door from scratch. I
That's
don't
what
know.
I figured because there's no way you're going to find anything like that with a transom. And then when this will be stationary, and then when you open it, because it won't be able to be opened.
Yeah, right.
But it'll look cool.
By golly, it looks great, man.
It looks beautiful.
It's kind of, what I had pictured.
Mm-hmm.
that I wanted to do. But what's neat is there's no 2x4s, there's no rafters, there's nothing in there, man. That is just nice.
And everybody's asking, is this the foam house? What we're still calling
This
the foam
is the
house?
foam paneled house of remnant door panels. So they're 1 3/4 inches thick. And that's the foam paneled house right there. So what I want to do with you, and of course we're going to build some more, but keep tabs of what was it like in the winter and the summer.
I think
And
that, you know, there might be some tax credits we could qualify for, both of us,
really,
for being an experimental building. So we need to explore
let's
that.
look at, I'll ask the
Wouldn't that
accountant.
be wonderful?
Oh my
We
gosh.
sure need some help this year because we've sold a few cabins.
Yeah,
And
tax
and
credits.
we can
and-
track the electric, and I just would like to get maybe solar collectors to see if it would run it on solar.
Oh, there you go.
It'd
Yeah.
be really neat.
Shoot
My
ya.
horses don't knock the panels over.
And we're using all remnant
Yeah.
stuff. I don't know where that, about that.
Recycling, upcycling.
Yeah,
whatever.
upcycling. Yep.
And our purpose is to rewild the world, so that's becoming a big theme.
Mm-hmm.
Letting people have natural settings instead of, we say we're not a resort, we're a farm.
Yeah.
And we're just doing, but that's the oldest building that over there in Cott County, and that's from
The oldest
right
one
on
in
the
Cott
river.
County.
It's the oldest one, and it's we're wanting to get that done.
Well, look at
It's
that.
right on the river. It's on Cosby Creek,
Really?
and then we have a solar house that won a national award, and we're hoping to get that done this winter.
Oh
So
my God, that's
Nice,
we've
man.
got big plans.
So your place is called again, the name of it?
Creek Walk Inn
Creek Walk Inn
and
Walk Inn.
Cabins,
and Cabins.
and I'm the
Creek
keeper
Walk
of the
Inn.
inn.
Now, is that your inn over there?
The inn is over here. It has 7 rooms. And this is the house. I do private dinners over there. We live there some of the time. I have an aging dog, so I've been living in the barn. It's just easier.
Yeah.
And let's see, I don't know who that is. That might be one of our guests.
Oh, go ahead if you need to.
No,
Yeah.
Tifton's over there dealing with it. I don't
And his name is Tipton?
Tifton,
Tifton.
T-I-F-T-O-N.
Tifton.
That's cool. I've never heard that.
Yeah, his parents made it up, and then they found out there was a town named Tifton, Georgia.
Tifton, Georgia.
Really?
That's right.
But they didn't know that when they made it up.
Wow. Do you have any
Wow.
questions, Amanda?
Oh, everybody's just loving it. Is it an Airbnb? It's
Yeah,
for
it'll
rent.
be Airbnb.
It's an Airbnb. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
And,
an 8x18. It's our first foam house.
Foam paneled
Just
house.
for
Yeah.
two, just for two.
Yeah.
We're not going to squeeze any more people up in the rafters.
That's neat.
Do we know the weight? We never did get to find out.
I
the
didn't get to
weight.
weigh it. We had to hurry and get it over
Okay.
here.
The
Yep.
guy that pulled it over said he didn't think it weighed 3,500 pounds.
Oh my gosh.
But I don't know.
Isn't that something?
And
pretty
two,
cool.
let's see, the panels. What are the height and the width of the panels?
They're 20 by 60 and 20 by 80, 20 inches wide. Yep, and 60 and 80. So they combine them. Actually, what we're doing next Tuesday, the company we get these panels from, we're going there to be for an internship for the day, and we're going to build an entire house in a day.
Oh, that's cool.
So I'm taking 5 or 6 of the guys in the shop. We're all going there because they can't keep up with our demand and what we're doing, and I want to do them all. And I could figure it out, but they've been doing it for 25 years building sheds. And they said, nobody's ever done that. And I said, let's try it, you know. And, you know, anybody can buy these panels and build a house. That's fine. But to do that and to put the creativity in it and to make it happen, and that's what I like, because everything I do, anybody can do what we do. I show videos of how we frame, plumb, wired, go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
But they're not doing it.
My dad was a really amazing guy, and his first job, he was in charge of what became Pratt and Whitney. It was airplane parts, and it was in Attleboro, Massachusetts, and it was called Metals and Controls, and he was the manager. They wouldn't let him go to World War II because he knew how to run things.
Yep.
And he said, his boss told him, he says, Tom, your job here is to make decisions. And if you make 51% of them right, you're doing great. But people are afraid to make decisions. But I was brought up by a dad who taught me that, so I'm pretty fearless.
Wow,
I
that you
figured,
were.
You got something good, I know it.
Yep.
You're going to make it the way I want it.
Yeah. Well, I
And,
could tell when we were talking, we were jiving, we were going, and just go.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So that's
awesome.
from my dad, and my mom was awesome too.
Good
And
deal.
I'm
Great
curious
family.
how you found us. Were you looking for a tiny home or stumbled across us?
You know, Tifton and I, for years, have. I mean, we got the book. When I met him, he was already a lifetime subscriber to Mother Earth News. Yeah. We had the book Rolling Homes with all the tiny homes.
Yep.
My nephew Charlie, who's out in Colorado now, Charlie Becker, he designed a rolling hostess wagon.
Oh, good.
After he decided he didn't feel like doing the corporate thing anymore. And so
Charlie just said hi, Aunt Janice.
All
He's
right.
on.
Oh, that's awesome.
Hey,
I was
Charlie.
like, wait a minute.
How did he know you're on here? That's
Because
cool.
he's been watching this every step of the way.
You're
I
kidding.
sent him the video, and he's
Oh,
been trying to
that's
help me
cool.
design the living room and everything. So I mean,
Aw.
he's just precious, and he's
Aw.
got an Airbnb out in Fort Collins, Colorado, and he's booked every night of the.
Oh, yeah.
And he just built an outdoor kitchen that is the picture that I sent you. That was from his door,
Okay.
of the metal door, from his kitchen, his
I'll
outdoor
be
kitchen
darned.
at Fort Collins. So
That's cool.
he's just my buddy.
Oh, that's,
That's
so
I put him
sweet.
on a horse for the first time, and he's just my buddy.
Aw.
We all went skinny dipping up in the park together too. After Thanksgiving dinner one year.
There you go.
That's cool. Good deal.
Well, doesn't everybody do that after Thanksgiving
Well,
dinner?
Of course.
they ought
I'm
to.
just
That's
saying.
my ritual. Nice.
Ace is hanging his head all the way
Oh,
out
I know.
from the
He's wanting
car.
out. Look at
Look
him.
at it. He's so pitiful.
He's, aren't you going to let me pump a
So
play?
cute.
He's in the car.
Bless his heart.
I don't know if my dog would try to eat him up or not.
So you just found us on the internet then, just
Well, now I'm trying to
Scrolling
think,
around?
how did we first find out? Because we went over there. We started calling maybe 4 or 5 months ago. I know. I had a guest here who had bought 2 houses from you.
Oh, good.
And
Okay.
she would talk about how great you were and how you would let her come in on the weekends and do her varnishing and painting and all the cool stuff. And she'd already bought 2, and she was from Asheville.
Okay.
So we knew we had all her happy stories, and and she would come and stay with us and go over there and work on her house. And so then we went over a few times. I knew I needed to talk to you, and we just wandered through. And of course, I was so jealous because I want you to build my arena, my horse arena.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
back
yeah.
over here there's a perfect place for it.
Wow.
Well.
So, and do
That's
my
great.
College of Equestrian Arts.
We may do that. You never know.
I know, I
Yeah.
hope so. So anyway.
Do we have any idea about the R value, because there's so much foam in there?
Yeah, well, you know, our value of spray foam is 6.4% per, R rated per inch. So
Yeah.
it's almost 13, as well as 13 R value. And that's what a normal 2x4 wall is. But then when you get spray foam, there's no gaps and those air gaps. There's nothing. It's just windproof, plus metal, and then we got stucco. So that's why we want to keep track with you
I'm so
Yeah, we'll-
curious for this
of
winter.
how does it heat and cool
Yes.
and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So,
it'll be really
We got our
interesting.
first electric bill on it already, and it was like $650.
oh gosh.
That was just part of what we had to pay the electrician.
Exactly,
Send that to
right,
Andy
right.
Jones, he'll pay that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So,
Yep. So we'll be
anyway.
curious, to see how it is.
Well, I think we need to research the R&D of
Mhm.
this concept and
Mhm.
maybe help ourselves with the
great.
government. We got an experiment.
Yeah.
And we're partners in it. And Liddy, I got my 1%.
There
Right.
you go.
Well, the building that the company that builds these, or the panels they get, their whole office, their buildings, everything are made of those.
They do everything.
Yeah, so their actually offices are made of that. So I could
That's
probably get
beautiful.
some electric bills and different things that they said, because I remember most of these are sheds. They build them for the state of Kentucky, North Carolina. That's why we got the engineering on these, that they're solid, they're strong. North Carolina gets a lot of snow load. Every county in North Carolina, the Department of Public Works bought a shed from them.
Okay.
But they weren't homes, they were sheds, And so when I changed this right here and I sent them a drawing of our design, he said, yeah, let's do this. And he said, we'd never put a pitch like that on a house, and I said, man, it was just neat. So they're looking for it, because the next one we're doing, we're going to put a dormer on it. And he's never put a dormer on the house. So they said, hey, we're just going to give you your
we got a
panels.
place right up there. You can roll that one in.
There you go. That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Oh,
So,
Beautiful. All right, well, good.
yep. Man, what a
Anyway.
beautiful evening. Yeah.
Oh, isn't it great?
Yep.
When we first bought this property, it's a little past that time, but maybe 10 minutes ago, it was like all of a sudden everything turned gold. And I
Yeah.
thought, what is happening? You know, and all the kids were little and they were outside playing. And we thought, and you can kind of feel it over there. You see in the meadow, it just all
Yep.
of a sudden, because of the way this ridge is,
That sun rates through
it's
there.
like alpine glow or something. It's
Yeah.
amazing. And of course, the breeze comes right through the valley there, and it's an amazing place.
Well, you all need to come to Creek Walk Inn and Cabins in Cosby, Tennessee.
Cosby.
Cosby.
Yeah.
And if this one's rented, we got other places you can stay.
There
And
you
maybe if
go.
you're lucky, whoever's there will invite you in for a glass of wine or a cup of coffee.
Oh, that's
That's right.
nice.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And you have a website,
Yes, creekwalkin.com.
creekwalkin.com.
INN.
Nice.
Good deal. Beautiful.
Well, thank you for letting us tour
Thank
this.
you.
Well, I didn't know
Definitely
you were
thank you for
videoing.
letting us
I thought
come.
you were just coming by. So
Oh, I told Amanda, God, we got to get this on there. Everybody's been wanting to see it, you know.
I
And
know. Can I take some pictures before we leave? Is that
sure,
okay?
sure.
All right.
But I think we'll have some amazing pictures from Tim.
Yes.
And I did a little video too, but you've got it, so you don't have to have mine.
yeah.
We'll take whatever you have.
All right.
Beautiful.
Good deal. So you want to take some pics before we leave?
Yeah, I want to.
All right.
Yeah, and I think it's a good.
Is there any
time.
more questions anybody's got?
Everybody's just all excited, asking about the R value, the how much it weighs. You know, just.
Well, they're
everything like
gonna
that. Oh, the prices. That was one of the things too that we just wanted to talk about the prices of it too.
Yeah.
How we're pricing these.
I don't know how we're pricing these yet. I've got to build a couple more just to get it down because the labor costs are going to just be different. We're still, that's why they were so good of us to take on this experimental home. So there's a few things we need to probably change, revamp, duplicate, and all that, you know. So that'll adjust the price.
Oh, and Lisa asked, is it ANSI certified? I
Yes,
know-
it is
okay.
ANSI certified.
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome.
So that was the biggest. I wasn't going to start building them
Right.
unless they were. And so when we got the engineering from the two states, our ANSI certification company said, you're good to go.
And what size was the fridge? It was just a little fridge, the mini fridge.
It was 36 inches tall.
Okay.
It goes underneath the countertop. But we
Okay.
built a little platform because they didn't need a countertop over. She was actually going to put a bigger fridge in there.
Right.
weren't ya?
Just couldn't find one
Yeah.
that fit. We lost an inch and a half somehow.
Yeah.
So Tom said, "Well, just send that one out."
And those are narrow, like 19 inches wide or
Yeah,
something
he
like
said
that.
It was, what, $150. I said, just send it so they'll have something for this weekend.
Nice. Good,
That's
good.
beautiful.
And you know, that's the other thing is we give and take. You know, you guys work with me, I work with you. It's hardly anything ever just goes as planned. We built 500 of these things, and there's always some tweaking that needs to be done. And it's really nice when you find a customer that understands that, appreciates
Right.
the price, appreciates the quality, what we're doing. And anyway, it's been good. And that's what
Yeah.
we're trying to do. I told the other night, I said, we need an imperfection clause.
Yeah.
So you accept imperfection, you know?
Yeah.
I decided I unfortunately somebody already has the name, but I would like with all the things that we haven't yet finished here, that we should get the website unfinishedbusiness.com. But somebody already beat me to it.
Did they really? Unfinished business.
But we'll be finishing
Yeah.
up some things, and hopefully, so it's really nice to have something arrive that's finished, except for a few
Yes.
little things.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, like Mike come in, we had Mike as a builder at our shop. Him and Chuck were building. And Tom said this morning, he goes, when he went out, the house was cleaned, it was vacuumed, it was washed, it was done, it's set up. And that's what our partnerships do, is they have the time to
Yeah.
stay there. Not only the time, but they're motivated because they're paid by the job,
Yeah.
not by the hour. And what a difference in the mentality that it's done.
That's what my dad did at Metals and Controls.
Right.
He
There you
actually,
go.
I think the production went up 10 times when he took over because he put everything on piecework.
That's
Yeah.
something.
And he made the deal with the boss. He says, now, if I do this and I have this whole team following me, you
Yeah.
can't change it after the war's over and put them back on hourly.
Right.
And after the war was over, some people were making so much money, they got greedy and they changed it. So my dad quit because he
Aw.
always
That's right.
followed his
Yeah.
integrity.
Well, why not let these guys make money?
If they're 3 times faster than someone else,
Yeah.
they
Right.
should be rewarded
It's
as long as
just-
the quality's there.
Greed destroys so much
So-
dream. You know what?
But then he started his own business and
Good
he
deal.
did lots of great things. So.
Well, I hope we can continue. We got our financing.
Well, you know what we're going to do?
Yeah.
the next one, I want you to figure out how I can have a wood stove in it.
Oh,
There you go.
got it down
Because it's
already.
metal.
I'll put it together. We put wood stoves in them, and I've got a shed home that I live in. It's actually a shed, but I'm gonna make it look like a Norwegian cottage with moss on the ceiling, on the roof, and all that.
Beautiful.
I haven't talked to a carver today, and I gave him a big beam, and he's gonna carve this Norwegian scene and put it over my door.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna put some big old elk horn sticking out of it,
That'll be cool.
So,
I'm Norwegian.
are you Norwegian?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna make it look just like it. You know, the moss grows on the roofs and all that, and I'm gonna put my wood stove in it.
That'll be
So,
great.
and I'm thinking about actually living back off grid, back in the mountains, you know, that property across the road, and have no power, nothing on it. So,
I've lived that
anyway.
way a few times.
yeah,
It's a
there you
good
go.
life.
Yep. So,
Except you can't find Sears catalogs anymore.
No, you can't. We all know what they were used for. We
yeah,
know.
that's right. I'm gonna let you go.
Okay.
I'll sign off here.
Thank you
you
so
for doing
much.
this.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Yep.
it.
Yeah,
Thank
and I'll get
you.
with you tomorrow morning. I'll let you know when guys come in. We can take care of this, okay?
Oh, that'd be wonderful.
All right.
Get that deck done.
Yep. And I'll get with you on that plumbing issue underneath there.
Oh, did she tell you?
Put that chair
Point that
there
out
so
there.
nobody
Yeah.
would trip over until he gets the dirt in and it's
Yep,
all level.
Yep. I'll come tomorrow and we'll look at it and go over it. Cool. Good. Anybody got any
Come on in
questions?
and- Would you like a cup of coffee or tea or something before you head out?
Ah, that's
I'm
it.
good. You might. I have to. I
She's
have to
gotta
head
get
home.
going.
I got dogs, everything.
Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Yep.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you all.
Yeah. Did any more questions about that house or anything?
There was one other thing I was just about to.
I'm gonna come up with some pricing on it. We just got to do a few.
Right.
I mean, I usually throw a price out there
My horse is
on
going out-
everything.
Going out to say hello to the guests. He's my breeder.
Your horse?
Yeah.
Oh,
Aw.
that's
His
so
name is
nice.
Dreamcatcher.
Two of them out there.
Nobody's allowed to feed them, so they're genuinely curious,
Yeah.
Instead of greedy and hungry.
I got you. Right.
They ate all the
Right.
grass they knew. So
That's so.
there's some beautiful. They're actually part of my healing venue here because being around a horse is a very powerful experience. And
It
a lot of
is.
People. I had one veteran here. He said he'd been looking for 8 years for peace since being in the war.
Yeah.
And he said he found it right there in that Adirondack chair, 2 a.m. in the morning. My horse came up
Wow.
and sniffed him right on the back of the neck. And he says, I forgot how much I love horses. And he said, I'm a new man.
Wow.
So there's
Wow.
magic here in connecting with the animals. And we have deer and turkeys and everything else, but my horses, of course, are what I love the most. So
Isn't that cool? Wow.
Beautiful. Cindy said that horses heal.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just finished class with, I'm an Aponoclest instructor, which
Mhm.
is equine assisted education, basically. And it's very powerful. Linda Kohanoff wrote 7 books, and she's the world leader. And I went to her camp out in Arizona for a year, 4 trips, 10 days each. He had to run everything.
Yeah.
he was gallant. And it's amazing. They interact with people and help us in ways that language can't. And they're a beautiful path to joy.
Isn't that neat? I never knew that.
Cindy definitely wants to visit. She said, I want to visit you, Janet.
Okay.
Aw.
Also, I'm taking Healing Touch for horses and animals, all animals with Linda in Comatar, and she's out of Colorado, and with essential oils. I always put essential oils and diffusers in my rooms so people have a touch from the plants kingdom as well as the animal kingdom. So
You almost
very-
try to get people to come here. It's like try to come in a mindset and set the tone when they get here, so it's not just staying the night.
yeah, it's about experiencing the outdoors, nature themselves.
Yeah.
We had one gal, she said, I knew I wanted to stay here when I saw your lousy cables at the entrance. This was going to be a different place. We should have a nice gate there, but we don't yet.
Yeah.
So
You're like me.
it's like,
Yep.
we're still
There
working
are
on
more
it.
important things right now than
That's
that.
right,
Okay.
exactly. I know. I looked at my building and everything I got around there, and oh my God, you've seen it, what it looks like. And I'm like,
It's
God,
brilliant.
why is it not just pretty and neat and clean and perfect? We went out to Oregon, and this guy had a $2 million building. It was stunningly gorgeous and perfect. There wasn't a dust on the floor.
So we have to buy that
They're not
that
doing
website,
anything if they're
Unfinished
can't
Business.
have dust on the floor.
Now that's a
That's-
great point.
There you go.
I even had Tipton look up my unfinished business, and that was taken. So
Oh,
there's
my
more
gosh.
of us than just
Yeah,
us.
yeah, and you know, and I guess if you go, I just thought if you go into an artist's gallery that they're going, it's a disaster because there's paint,
Time to
Well,
be
you're being
keeping
creative.
things
You're being
ordered.
Yeah.
creative, yeah.
creative.
When you're being in the creative zone, it's chaos. Look what God had to deal with, you know, making the world.
Oh my
It
gosh,
took him
yeah.
6 days and he was done, but you know.
I bet he had
saw
sawdust laying everywhere.
It was a mess. All the animals and
Yeah.
everything, my God.
God, I know when I build a house, it's like a bomb went off around it. It's everywhere.
I just want to mention that Cindy said that she had horses with her therapy with breast cancer.
Well,
And I didn't know that
I'm
actually.
a survivor from breast cancer, and I think my horses and my healing touch for the animals, and it's the most beautiful story.
Really?
I just had a scan 2 weeks ago up in New York City, and it's clear. And I had metastatic breast
Good.
cancer, so, and I didn't do radiation or chemo, so I had to do everything else.
Wow.
I took a journey into every other form of healing,
Wow.
and it's worked. So I'm just grateful.
Absolutely.
So
That's
you
great
had
news.
full bore cancer.
Oh yeah, I had tumors up my spine and all over, and I didn't want to do the drugs, so I'm just on
Wow.
one little tiny thing. My doctor said, well, maybe that'll help, and I take vitamin D.
And you took every form of,
Well, I did, followed my heart. I went to an acupuncture doctor, a Chinese doctor, and went all the way to Findhorn. You know about Findhorn, don't you?
no,
Oh my gosh, that's the original tiny home world.
I didn't.
Oh,
where's that
you've
at?
got to, it's up in Scotland.
Never
And,
heard of it.
Oh my gosh, wait till you look at the pictures tonight.
Findhorn?
Findhorn. So I went there, did a heart, sense, and soul class, which was the only horse program they've ever done, and I got into that. And I met a woman there who was the most amazing doctor, most amazing experience. She said, well, you've got to follow horses because that's your passion. That's how you're going to get well.
No.
So that's when I signed up for Linda's class and did a Pona Quest, and now I'm doing the healing.
And it
touch
just
for
went away.
animals.
Your cancer just.
If you do your joy,
Did you start
you-
eating
you
grass
create,
and stuff?
No, you do.
There's a diet.
You
There's a huge
create.
diet
Oh, I've also
component
been
to it.
vegan, which is another huge.
Yeah,
part
no
because
animal proteins or
Animal
anything.
products cause problems with
Yep.
the body.
Yep.
So it's been many journeys.
Wow.
And
There's
Bruce
a lot
Lipton,
of people that want to talk to you.
I'll tell you, Bruce Lipton, the power, the biology of belief. He's a cellular biologist, amazing guy. I took a class with him, and he said, I says, I'm just now finding my life work. I need at least 20 more years.
I know it. I know
and
it.
he said, why would you ask for just 20? And he's the same age as me. Go for 50.
Oh, that's
I
cool.
thought, yay. So,
Isn't that neat?
you know, and he says, you don't want to just have your tumors stop growing. You want them to disappear. And the next time I got tested, they were gone.
Gone.
So
Wow.
it's the biology of belief. It's an amazing concept that we
That's
are
the name of the book he
creators.
wrote.
That's the name of the book.
The biology of belief.
Yeah. He's got a YouTube channel too. You can watch him. He's very cool.
That's
And as
cool.
kind and good a man as you'd ever meet. He's not just
Yeah.
a speaker or a writer. He's a beautiful person.
Isn't that neat?
I could talk too long about this. I'm
I
sorry.
love it.
It's just
I
that
love
They've
it,
really
yes.
enjoyed it. They've really enjoyed it.
Yeah. Yep.
So
Thank you.
anyway,
Oh,
I'm
could you
grateful.
spell out the place? Could you just say the place again?
Creek.
The website.
Yeah, the
Walk in.
Creek Walk In. So it's CREEK Walk In
INN.
and cabins.
Yeah, Creek Walk In, like you go for a walk, because I'm all about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Creek Walk In. This is in
cabins.
Cosby, Tennessee.
Cosby, Tennessee.
They say that in Cosby, it's not a place, it's an idea.
Yeah.
It's a place where you can be wild and
Oh man, this is.
Cosby's
Find-
beautiful.
find your soul if you've lost it.
People don't understand because, you know, Cobb County has got a reputation being rough people, rough place, and all that. It's so far from the truth. It is like, yeah, you got moonshiners. My dad was a moonshiner. His dad was a moonshiner. All, and that's we're all from Kentucky. Here, it's
and they
like
had to outrun they were
Right.
race car drivers, so they needed parts. You know,
Exactly.
so they had to
The
outrun the revenuers.
revenuers. Well, you know, and you know all this already. But there's the Smoky Mountains right there. You're looking at them, the most gorgeous mountains.
500,000 acres with over 800 miles of hiking trails.
Yes.
It is a gem, and it
It's a
belongs to
biosphere.
all of us.
It's amazing. tropical, subtropical.
More plants.
Yeah.
More. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
That's
Isn't
why
it
I live
the most
here.
visited? Is that what
It's the
we
most
found out?
visited national
National
park in
park?
the United States.
I
The
thought so.
only one where no one's charged to enter because it was a
Correct.
gift from the
Correct.
people of Tennessee and North Carolina to the government because
That's
the
right.
government was broke as usual.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they said, well, we'll give it to you as long as you never charge anyone to enter.
The
Yeah.
natural beauty of Cotton County, because you go to Sevier County and everything's sky high, millions of acres, you cost millions of dollars to do anything. Here, it's still economical, it's still quiet. And we actually had a police officer come by our shop last night, and he does a walkthrough of our shop. He comes, he says, I come here, I didn't know he did it. He goes, I come here every other night, and I walk around your buildings, I walk around all your tiny homes. He said, I make sure you're good. I couldn't believe it. And he said, do you know you're in the Rankin Valley? And I said, know that. He goes, this is my home, this is Rankin Valley. And he says, some of the gorgeous people you've ever met, And he was so proud of Rankin Valley, Tennessee. And I was just like, he was giving me the history behind it. He was a young man. And he said, I'm going to come back, check on your mom, check on this. And I said, well, you come and park right outside there anytime you want. He works night shift, And it was just, I told him, I said, in Cotton County, everybody has been nothing but just sweet and kind and helped me, from the mayor to the sheriff to the attorneys and the people. And anyway, it's just been good. And I've been around a lot of folks. And Sevier County is just, you might as well say you're in Manhattan over there. It is wild over there,
you can hide in Sevier County too. We've
Yeah,
got
you
some
can.
cabins over there that are on a sanctuary that we've created on the Little Pigeon River. So you
Well,
can
see,
go
our
hide.
place was down Walden's Creek
Yeah,
Road.
I know where you were.
Oh my
Beautiful
gosh,
area.
it was a valley. It was almost like Shangri-La Valley, that it was a hidden gem that nobody knew about. And yeah, I could go on too, like you. We
I
could
know,
talk.
it's way,
Yeah.
way.
I know they don't see us anymore. They
All right,
hear you, but
we better go. All right, thank you.
All right.
All right.
You take care.
Thank you.
Donnie, get a flashlight on me.
No,
Hey,
you're good.
Did you want to walk around one more or no?
Yeah,
we good?
let's walk around it and then
We'll do, yeah. That way they can see us over here.
I have to say Ace has been
Are you
so
gonna
good.
go inside again? I'm gonna go in and blow out the candle.
No, that's fine. You go ahead. That'll be fine. It looks so beautiful. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll come back and put the deck down, do a little touch up here and there.
Get some pictures.
Yeah,
and stuff
man.
Like that.
Isn't that pretty?
Yeah, it's pretty.
That looks good.
Oh yeah.
So it's a foam paneled house
Ooh, honey.
out of door remnants.
Oh, let me go around you.
Tifton and Janice let us experiment and build a home out of that stuff. So I appreciate them, man.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Wow.
So I'll come back and I'll get some pictures and stuff like that when the daytime winds come back.
Isn't that neat?
Yeah.
I mean, the door shutting and the lights and there's a sliver moon.
I see.
Yeah,
that.
fingernail.
Yeah.
Is it a thumbnail moon?
Isn't that pretty?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Thanks, Janice.
You're welcome. Whoops. I'm trying to get out of
Oh,
No,
you're
you're
fine, man.
fine.
We're just everybody here. We just do it like we're just, sitting on the sofa or walking around. It don't matter. We don't put on for nothing.
It looks so
Yeah.
pretty. Beautiful.
All right, we're gonna say goodnight, and we'll be back tomorrow. Maybe back here tomorrow. I don't know where the show will be, but we got some homes I know to go through over at the shop, and so many new things coming on with our financing. There's stuff that we got to talk about. I'm gonna get prices on these. I'm gonna start working on them. Today, it was like a hurricane at the shop. It was like so many decisions being made, so many things happening, so many systems we're learning about our financing, the information we got to have, how long it's going to take, what's going on. It's just a lot, and it's exciting that we're in this place, and we got a lot of good people, helping us. And then having Janice and Tifton here in the local area investing in our product is what a great testimony that is, So, but we'll be back tomorrow because I know we've got a lot. We got several finished homes I'd like to go through and show, and
Okay.
plus the ones we got framing.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
We got to go. Amanda's got to go home. I got to go home. I forgot you had to leave.
I know.
feed you supper.
All right. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.